back to another video. What are we doing today, boys?
Well, before
We're here.
this,
Before this,
we said the time of our lives, and then now we're mounting this here vise onto this stand
And why are we mounting it, sir?
because we're gonna be making some custom AN lines for oil cooler.
Is that true?
that's very true.
Why are you bald?
Where are you bald?
Still got that shit.
Everything is starting to come in for the 1JZ. I got a call from the machine shop and they told me that the head is ready. Aside from that, we got a couple Chase Bays parts in, and not just a couple, a lot, because we love Chase Bays here. We love Chase Bays so much that I feel like we should be sponsored at this point.
I think we should.
You think so, right?
Yeah, we bought so much stuff for the Nissan with Chase Bay.
What do you think?
I'm buying it too. When he puts his hat on, his eyebrows, dude. Like, he looks like one of those baseball dads, like overly aggressive at like the 10-year-old fucking baseball game, like yelling at all the other kids and
Hit the
stuff.
ball!
We're going to be installing a special part for the IS300 that I didn't think I was going to be doing anytime soon, but I feel like now that the head is off, we have a lot more room and access, so we might as well do everything we want to do. We're going to be installing an oil cooler kit. This isn't going to be pre-made like most kits that people buy. We're going to be making our own AN lines, and all we had to do was just buy all the materials, the oil cooler, and the sandwich plate.
Chase Bay.
Chase Bays, baby.
We have the materials here. We have the Vibrant 10 AN hose, 4 90 degrees AN fittings, and we have the sandwich plates. The reason we have 2 of these, and we're gonna have 2 oil coolers in here, is because Nick is going to be running the same setup as I am. So we have 1 of each. Chase Bays.
That's pretty nice.
It's decent size too.
It's a nice intercooler. Oh, I mean oil cooler.
Now this thing, this piece of metal, is beautiful. Look at this. All of Chase Bay's sandwich plates are thermostatic, especially if it's a daily driver. You want your oil to go up to operating temperature as fast as possible and stay there. If you don't have one of these, it's gonna take about like 20 minutes for your engine to warm up. So you don't want that. You want your oil to be more efficient at its proper operating temp and operating range. The main thing for us is we want everything we do to be aesthetically pleasing. Having everything match, especially with this satin black, which is probably a color scheme that me and Junior are gonna be rolling with. So super excited to get all those things powder coated. Everything's just gonna flow really well. So like that's the whole point, and that's the idea behind why we chose this kit. Jeremiah typically used to make all of our lines, and he has a vise mounted on the workbench similar to this one. You have to make sure this is stable. So instead we got a floor mounted one, which is gonna be way nicer, and we have all the tools for it.
You're gonna cut the hose, like let's say the size you want. So then you put this side into the hose, you squeeze it on. And then since this is gonna have the hose, then you would put this on the vise with the hose, and then you'll tighten this
top
one,
portion,
the top
and
portion.
it squeezes
so-
everything
So
together.
it just sandwiches everything together.
Making AN lines isn't difficult, but trying not to gouge the metal is. And typically whenever someone makes their own AN lines, they always get nicked up. So we're hoping that with our setup, we can at least avoid most of it. There's nothing more that we hate than some nicked fittings.
It didn't come with brackets, right? So
No.
we're gonna have to like figure out and make our own brackets or something maybe.
We can mount to anywhere, but once we put the bumper on, that's where it's gonna get tricky because this bumper is super low profile and there's not much clearance on it. We have to figure out where we're gonna be placing the oil cooler on and already mount it before we make the line so we know the exact length that we need. I think right behind the driver vent, I think that'll be the best spot. We just have to fabricate a bracket. We can at least have it held down by the crash bar and have a rib nut. So somewhere around here, huh? Just have to relocate the harness.
And then we can probably go off of, there's a stud right here. We can probably make a bracket from this stud to here. Yeah, just keep it like that. That should clear it.
Plenty of space.
We should paint this. More power, baby.
Oh! Ooh.
No, not yet.
Hammer it.
higher than your socks.
Full. The higher the socks, the downer the food, dog.
And the higher the shorts.
Oh!
Hot diggy dog.
Rib nut, boy. Hold on. We're almost there. Okay, hold on.
My dad, I would tough.
Keep that cooler on a swivel, fool. Dude, you don't need another bracket.
We're definitely gonna have to make it another bracket.
Nah, I think you get away with it like that.
I would just do it like that, dude.
Oh yeah.
Well, golly.
Yeah, just like this.
It's OEM, dude.
Moment of truth. So, that looks perfect. Let's just go right in. What do you guys think?
Put it down in the comments below. Oh.
That looks good. Just make a bracket on that side just to make sure.
Yeah, we'll probably have Jack fabricate something. Now we're good. Now that we got that done, we know exactly how long we need the oil cooler lines. Let's install the oil cooler sandwich plate. So we get to delete some stuff. The way the engine oil and oil filter is cooled by the 2JZ and 1JZ is by this ginormous thing. And it's pretty much just coolant cooled. It's using the passage that goes to the back of the water pump. Everybody complains about where this oil filter is located, and they like to relocate it going down towards the bottom of the block. Now that we're gonna be removing this, we're gonna be having the sandwich plate right here with so much more space. For the coolant lines, all I gotta do is just route them to each other. It might still be a pain to get that oil filter off.
Clean up. People want to clean up around here.
Yeah, some other
Are you
shops.
disrespecting me, dog?
I've seen some other shops that don't really clean up too much.
Back up. Fool, don't do it. Fuck.
Wait, which one's which? This is the
That's such a big bolt, bro.
bolt. That I think people usually use these for if they're not doing like what we're doing. They use this little guy here and put like a T-fitting, put the oil turbo feed and the oil sensor.
For like a
on the other
GE
side.
for your car?
Yeah.
That thing is
And
massive.
then this guy should just pop off.
There you go.
All the oil's inside here in the filter.
What's really cool is they utilize that long bolt for the oil pressure sensor as well at the tip of the bolt. We're not gonna be using any of this stuff anymore. Now we just have the bare block. This is where we're gonna be using the sandwich plate. For anybody wondering how the sandwich plate goes on, this large stud goes into the block. You can just use this if you wanted to delete the oil cooler altogether. Just run an oil filter straight to the block. Say you were NA, didn't really matter. This guy right here, perfectly machined to go inside the sandwich plate, and then it just gets screwed on. Once this is sandwiched into the block, then you just put the oil filter on. You have two ports if you want to do oil pressure sensor or a feed line, like Nick said, for his NA GE, and then you have the bottom oil cooler ports, which is what we're going to be utilizing. Let's install this thing. He goes on this streak where like he's not nervous on camera, and then there's like just a random time where he just starts blushing so red.
I can't. Look at this fool's looking at me.
Why you always gotta interfere, bro?
gaslighter,
You're the biggest gaslighter I know. What's unfortunate is the dipstick is very close between those two fittings, so we're gonna have to make sure everything's perfect where it doesn't rub and hit each other. It just sits perfectly in between the two fittings. That's fine.
That came out super cool.
It's a little nicked, but
It's always gonna be like that.
not bad for our first time. There's only a small little nick, so that's why we got a floor mounted vise, specifically for making AN lines, because we're gonna be making a lot of these bad boys. And for our first one, with it barely being nicked, that's perfect. Rotates good, and hell yeah, bro, I'm excited. Nick, you wanna try the next one?
Sure, dude.
Gotta learn.
Damn, that's dope.
Dude, that came out so good. Oh, dude, I'm so excited.
This one, when we're like trying to learn how to do them the first time, like this is already nicked.
Trying to compare which was better.
Yeah, mine's a little tighter, so probably won't leak from that end.
Should we test it? Let's see if it's okay.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
This is good, bro, compared to the ones we were doing on mine.
Should have done it in the
And
first
then the
place.
little nicks right here, you just put a little bit of Sharpie. Can't see it.
All right, go ahead.
You got it?
Yeah. A lot of space.
It's perfect.
Dude, that came out so good. And then it just sits right here on the bottom. Sheesh! That's perfect. Look inside. Looks really good, huh? Damn, dog. One down, one more to go.
A little bit of love and anything's possible.
Bro, we just gotta work together.
Look, all I know is these AM fittings that we're doing is better than this stuff right here. I don't know who did this, but...
Oh, that's actually Chase Base, bro.
Shit.
Scratch that. No. They did not do that. I did that while tightening them, alright? Let's get that straight, boy.
What's up, Daniel?
The fuck? What'd you do, Hulk?
Spider-Man beam. Alright, boys. What do you think? Not bad, huh?
I think it looks good and we're getting better at doing the AM fittings.
For sure. A lot better
A lot better compared to the stuff.
that we did on yours.
Yeah.
But we live and learn, and it's exciting to be able to learn new things. Like, this gets me so excited. I feel like a nerd, but maybe I am a nerd. It's good to be a nerd sometimes and love learning how to do things. For everyone wondering on how we mounted it, we are going to be fabricating a bracket. It's going to be held on by the fender support, so everything is stabilized and it doesn't move. Because over time, with it being so bumpy, that thing is just going to start swinging everywhere. That's the last thing we need. We don't want it falling. We have oil in there. That opens up. Loss of oil pressure, not good. Definitely cleaned up a lot in here. The only issue is whenever we have to change the oil filter, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. I also really wanted to clean up the passenger side of the engine bay, so I'm gonna be wire tucking this whole harness that goes to some of the airbag stuff and the headlights, tucking it inside the fender and wiring it underneath, because I feel like this is gonna clean up a lot. And obviously I'm not doing a full bay shave on this, so I want everything as clean as possible. And with everything that I've been doing, I feel like it's gonna be a huge transformation from when we took it all apart. So on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.